Today we're gonna add a background. So I'm just gonna search for backgrounds 800 by 600 because that's the size of my window. I could shrink it myself too, but 800 by 600 background. I'm gonna put this in the back of my Pong project. Something cool. How about this one? Like this synth wave. Ooh, a space one. Might be hard to find one. I'm just gonna go save image as. And now I gotta save it in the exact folder where my Turing project is saved. If I don't do that, it won't know where to look. So that's where my Turing project is saved. I can tell that, okay. Called Pong. And I'm gonna choose which name I give it. And so I'm gonna give it a simple name so I don't, because I'm gonna have to type this name out in Turing, right? So I'm just gonna call it BG. JPEGs work, bitmaps work, and PNGs work. I think that's the only type of pictures that work. So if you really like a picture but it's not the right size or it's not the right whatever, you can go to Paint and open it. Right, I could find this in the folder here. And I could right click and say open with Paint. Where is that now? Open with Paint. Just a simple editing program. You could resize it to the size you want. Looks like mine is 800 by 600, which is good. And then you could save it as any type of file you want. JPEG's good. Okay. So there you go. Now, here's how I'm going to get into my project. I have to open it outside of my loop. Why don't I want to put open picture inside of my loop?
So it's not constantly open.
Yeah. It'll do it 60 times a second. And that's not going to be good for business. Okay? So I believe the command is pick. So I'm going to click on pick, P-I-C. And I'm going to go pick.fileNew is the command. Okay, I think this should be pretty easy, guys. Okay. The command is pick.fileNew. You give it the name of the file, and it makes a little integer variable that holds the picture in memory. So I'm going to go var int, or var pick bg. I'll just give it the name pick bg. I'll make it an int, and I'll make it equal to this command, which is supposed to print out an int. Pick.fileNew, and then it just needs the name of the picture. Yours might not be called BG. It might give you errors if it doesn't open it. Let's see what happens if I spell my file wrong. Will it run? Yeah, it still runs. Let's print it on the screen so we can see what happens if I give it a real picture. I just want to put that on the screen. Probably after my clear screen, or else it won't show. Right, I'll clear it off the screen. 7001. So somewhere in the memory of this computer at the address 7001. Think of it like a street number. There's a picture saved in memory. If I spell my file wrong, it says 0. 0 is the number. That means it didn't open the picture properly. And I think that's all there really is to it. I mean, instead of putting BG here, I think you just go pick.draw, and then you give it the name of your integer in brackets that you opened. That's the memory, pick.bg. I'm pretty sure that's it. Let me just check the command for pick.draw. Oh. Apparently it needs an X and a Y, which are the top corners of the screen. So I'm going to put 0, 0. Perhaps I'll put comma 0, comma 0. Then it needs one more thing. It needs some sort of mode for how the picture's going to blend with everything else. I think I'm just going to write pick copy. It needs 4 words, or one of 4 words, for how it's going to blend. But because it's the first thing I'm drawing, I don't care how it blends. It's just going to go on the screen. So I'm going to write this word pick copy. Whoa! All of a sudden my game looks 1,000 times better. Maybe I'll make my paddle white, because the blue doesn't really stand out. White. There you go. Now my Pong game is starting to look real. Okay? So that's how you draw pictures on the screen. We'll get into a little bit of it more later when we make our project with animated GIFs. But for now, add that to your project to make it special. Also today,